Hi everybody, it's Chris Byberg, the director of the National House of Prayer, coming to you today from Ottawa. Well, I want to talk to you today about anti-Semitism that's rising in Canada. Something happened on the weekend that was very alarming. It happened in Toronto. You've been seeing a lot of these pro-Hamas marches all across the world, across the nation, and probably in your city as well. But I'm going to talk to you about something that happened in Toronto at the Landward Ho restaurant. A faction broke off and they stood out inside of this restaurant and started to shout boycott. And there's one thing that they said that as well that's very, very disturbing. And you need to pick up on this. It's from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. You might have heard this. I just want to tell you that is a call for the annihilation of the Jewish people in the land of Israel. It's very serious. This is not a two-state solution. What they're looking for, they're looking for the removal or actually annihilation of the Jewish people. This is serious. We have this in Canada. And so it's important that we are standing with Israel. It's more than just say, I stand with Israel, but you need to think of things in terms of a place of protection and to speak out. Bonhoeffer said this, not to speak is to speak, not to act is to act. That was in a time when Jews were in great, great peril in Europe just before the Second World War. You have to understand that both Poland and Germany were some of the most safest places in the world for Jews. And it changed so quickly within a heartbeat. So I want to just leave this with you. Anti-Semitism is on a rise in Canada. And what are we going to say about it? What are we going to do about it? So, one of the things that was so distressing about this group standing out and just standing and calling for a boycott of this restaurant. The only reason they were calling for a boycott is that the owner was Jewish. This is very scary, folks. This is important that we press in. Speak to your member of parliament. Tell them how concerned you are about the rise of anti-Semitism in Canada. It's important that you do this. Tell them. And if a member is standing up, call them and tell them. In Toronto alone, there are 75 politicians in Toronto, federal, provincial, municipal. And when this happened in Toronto on Sunday, I think there were only 2 that stood up. As of Monday, as of last night, Monday night, only 2 stood up. One of them was an independent member. His name was Vaughan, was a Liberal, and now not. But stood up and stood up against this anti-Semitism. So I want to encourage you: stand up, to act, to speak, not to speak. Rather, is to speak. Not to act is to act, and so. Stand up. And for pastors that are afraid to broach this subject, I want to encourage you, not to act is to act, not to speak is to speak. I'm Chris Byberg, the director of the National House of Prayer, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.